Hello everyone. So today we're going to go ahead and continue with our unit 4. We're going to learn how to convert angles into degrees, minutes, and seconds. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and pause this video right now and sketch these angles. They are in radians. Feel free to convert them to degrees if you wish. But you should have a basic idea of how to sketch these angles in radians. So let me go ahead and give myself more space by hiding the video and this. Okay. So by now you should have seen that this pi over 3, maybe you took the approach and converted it into a degree by multiplying it by 180 degrees over pi, and you found out that this was 60 degrees. Okay, so we know that the center position starts here at the x-axis, if you will, and here a little bit more than half should be our 60 degrees. So from here to here should be 60 degrees. Okay, positive. Now, the next one right here, pi, well, keep in mind an entire circle is 2 pi, but in this case, if a full revolution is 2 pi, then half a revolution must be pi, or also known as 180 degrees. If you were not able to get that, you can go ahead and convert it, pi times 180 over pi, right, by multiplication and converting it and seeing that this is still 180 degrees. Okay, so if we just saw that this is pi, a horizontal line, so therefore pi over 2 must be half of 180, so it should be our 90 degrees. So from here to here should be our 90 degrees, also known as pi over 2. Keep in mind, you can also find this by multiplying by 180 over pi and still getting the same solution, 90 degrees. So from the standard position to this y-axis right here is 90 degrees. Okay. So looking at this week ahead, we can go ahead and see that we will be doing 4.2. I'm sorry, that 4.2 will be due on Thursday. So today you should be expecting homework. And the only one that I'm iffy about is Friday because I might change this activity about the unit circle. Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and convert angles to degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, and we're going to go ahead and write down these notes. So go ahead and pause the video and write down these notes. What is DMS? Well, DMS is a measurement. So if you want to be very exact with your angles, you can actually break down an angle into a fraction. Well, not a fraction to be specific, but like break down a fraction of a degree. So what do I mean by that? Well, we can break it down into a minute. So this minute right here is 1/60th of a degree. So you can see how if you need to be more exact, you can go in minutes. But if you need to be super duper exact, you can go ahead and see that you can break this down into seconds. And a second is the fraction 1/3600th of a degree. Okay. So pretty much this is what I want you to know is you're gonna have some degree, not like the ones we had here in the do now where there were whole numbers like 60, 180, and 90, not like that, but think about cases where it's 60.37 degrees, you know? This right here, this portion, this fraction of a degree, this 0.37 can be converted into a minute, and depending on what the number is, it could also be converted into a second. So let's go ahead and check this out. So you might be wondering, what type of careers may need this. Well, keep in mind that what places will need to be really exact where every degree counts, or even where the degree is too big of a measure. We can go ahead and think about like they must break this down into minutes and they must break this down into seconds. So you can clearly see that, oh snap, I was the degree right here should have been like, oh, 60.37 degrees, and then someone over here is like, oh, I was using just 60 degrees. It's like, oh, most likely it won't meet up, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, so another one of these conversions, you can then pause this video and see these conversions. I'll have them on the side of the screen as we do examples. Okay, for this lesson, or many of these lessons, you might need a scientific calculator. So keep in mind decimals/scientific is a good, easy online calculator. It's also free, and they offer an app for your phone, whether it is Android or Apple. that can go ahead and use it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and begin. So let's go ahead and look at what we have. We have 45 degrees, right? The symbol right here, this little circle, is our degree. We have 9 minutes and 50 seconds. They are denoted by these symbols right here, right? These little marks, right? So degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, we want to change this into a degree only, meaning a degree that's most likely going to have some sort of decimal places. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get started. Well, keep in mind, I want to change degrees, minutes, and seconds into a degree. Well, keep in mind that this right here, this 45, is already a degree. So I'm going to leave that as it is. 45 is already a degree. So in my solution, I should be already thinking about 45 with a degree symbol. Now, I have this 9, which is in our minutes, so we're going to go ahead and get 9. And according to our proportion, this 9 gets divided by 60. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this 9 divided by 60, and I believe when I did this example, 9 divided by 60, what did I do? What did I do? What did I lost the solution? Okay, I got that it was equal to 0.15. Okay, so this right here is going to be used to find our complete decimal place. The next part is 50 seconds is going to be divided by 3,600, and that will go ahead and give me my 0.014. So we're going to go ahead and take these two decimal places and we're going to add them together. So 0.15 plus 0.014, that will go ahead and give me my new decimal place. That will be 164. Okay, so this should be 0.164. So that will be the decimal of this right here. So it should be 45.164 with our degree symbol. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So go ahead and pause the video and give this one a try. We have 25 degrees, 36 minutes, and 12 seconds. And we're going to change this just to be a degree with most likely some decimal places. So it's going to be 25 for sure with some sort of decimal. And then I'm going to get my 36. I'm going to divide it by 60 to get my minutes. I'm sorry, to get my decimal. And this right here gave me 0.6. My 12, I'm going to do the same thing and divide it by 3,600 because that is what 1 second is compared to degrees. So we're going to go ahead and divide that, and they gave 0.003. So if I add my 0.6 plus my 0.003, I can go ahead and see that 6.3 will be my decimal place for this degree, 603. So my solution should be this right here, 25.603 degrees. Okay. Let's try one more. So go ahead and pause the video and give this one a try. You are converting into degree form. Okay. So this 85 is already a degree. So it's going to go ahead and stay as 85. My 52, on the other hand, will get divided by 60 because that is minutes. And if I want to change my minutes into degrees, I have to divide it by 60. So I got 52 divided by 60, gave me my 0.866. So keep in mind here, I use 3 decimal places, and if necessary, I'll round at the very end. That might change from homework to homework, but keep in mind it should be ideally the same. Okay, so we have 0.18 plus our division of 3,600. So we're going to go ahead and simplify, and I got that that was 0.005. Oops. And if I go ahead and add this 0.866 plus 0.005, I went ahead and saw that this should give me my 871. decimal place, right? So my solution should be 85.871 degrees as my solution. So this is how we change from degrees, minutes, and seconds into just a degree. Let's go ahead and work backwards and see what that gives us. So go ahead and pause the video and write this down. Okay, so very, very similar. Now we're going to go ahead and get, oops, and I forgot the degree sign. We're going to change this into degrees, minutes, and seconds. So we're going to go ahead and keep the whole number, right? Because this is technically, this whole number is already in degrees. So I'm going to leave it as it is, 27 degrees. The 0.875, the 0.875 will need to be multiplied by 60. Whatever that gives us, that will go ahead and give us a whole number with a decimal. So let's go ahead and give us those numbers. So let me go ahead and do it in dark blue. So 0.875 times 60 gave me 52.5. Okay. This number right here, this 52, the whole number will be your minutes, right? So I have 52 minutes. You're probably wondering, wait, what happens with this 0.5? Well, this 0.5, you drop it down, and that's going to be what's going to be used to multiply times 60 to find your seconds. So this should be 30 seconds, because half times 60 is 30. So our solution needs to be this right here. 27 degrees, 52 minutes, and 30 seconds. Okay, keep in mind, well, hopefully, let's go ahead and pause right here. Hopefully you're thinking of this magic question. Is you're probably wondering, well, why didn't I multiply by 3,600 for my seconds? Well, that is a very good question. That's the same question that I had when I was first learning this. And keep in mind that your minutes, right? To find your minutes, you had already multiplied by 60. Whatever was left over, like in this case, the 0.5, was also multiplied by 60. So technically, to find the seconds, you have already multiplied by 3,600. Okay. Let's go ahead and try the next one. I got 89.945. And let's see how this one does. So pause the video and give it a try. So we're changing this to degrees, minutes, and seconds. And we have this right here. 89 is already the whole number here. It's going to go ahead and stay as 89 degrees. However, the 945, the 0.945 will go ahead and get it multiplied by 60, and that will give us a number which we can see is 54.9. The whole number here in this case is 54. This right here will be your minutes. The 0.9 will get multiplied by 60, and that will give us the seconds. So 54 seconds. What did I do? Okay, my apologies, I multiplied wrong. 0.945 times 60 gave me 56.7. 56.7. So let me go ahead and erase that real quick. Okay, so this gave me 56.7. Regardless, this number right here, the 56 is my minutes. The 0.7, here's where I messed up also. The 0.7 will get multiplied by 60, and that is not 54, that is actually 42. Okay, so from here, we can go ahead and see that our solution will be the degrees, which we saw is 89 degrees, the minutes, which is the whole number from this entire decimal, which is 56, the seconds, which is the whole number left over, 42 seconds. Okay, awesome. Hopefully it's getting a little bit easier. If not, I do have tutorials today. You can either, or you can put questions on the comments and I will reach back to you as fast as I can. Okay, so go ahead and give this one a try. You're changing to degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so from here, we can see that 62 is already our degrees. Our 0.375 will get multiplied, and that will give us our number, which in this case is 22.5, so 22.5. So keep in mind, the whole number right here will go ahead and be your minutes. The 0.5 multiplied by 60, that will be our seconds. Okay, so if we write this down completely, our solution should be 62 degrees. Our minutes will be this whole number right here, 22 minutes. And the last but not least, 30 seconds. Okay, whoops. Once again, if you do have questions, please reach out to me and I'll help you out the best that I can. Okay. Alrighty, I do have more practice problems, and these practice problems will be due on Thursday. And here is the link. I went ahead and made it a Teams assignment as well. But if you do have questions, please reach out to me. Fun fact, today is Tuesday and I have tutoring as well. Okay, as always, guys, it's been a pleasure and thank you.